Man, that was a good win. It's a good team in the locker room, and they're big, they're long, they're athletic. JB does a heck of a job with that group, and for us to find a way to get a win against a good team like that felt good. If there was one thing I can complain about was their length bothered us, their athleticism a little bit. The offense rebounded and converted a lot of the offensive rebounds that they had. But other than that, I told our guys, I said that was a fun game to watch. Guys moved the ball. They took great shots. They tried to play fast. They tried to play the right way, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of great performances by a lot of different guys. Obviously, Fox was Fox. Domas was Domas. Kevin shot the lights out. Malik came off the bench and gave us a huge lift. Sasha gave us a huge lift. And Keegan, you're not stopping a guy like Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a really, 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 really good basketball player, as you guys know. I mean, it's an all-star, and you just want to hope to try to make him work. And Keegan had him most of the night. Duarte had him some too. Keon had him some, and 7 for 21 from the field. It's almost impossible to do, and I'm sure he felt he missed a couple of shots, but I got to take my hat off to our guys. They tried as best they can to make him work, and you couldn't ask for anything more than what they gave us tonight, especially guarding him.
Mike, first off, congrats on 400.
Thank you.
I heard that you got the crown this evening.
It should have gone to Keegan.
Should have gone to Keegan.
But nobody in the locker room listens to me.
Side of the boy, winning 400, looking back on that, just from your coaching career, just what does a milestone like that mean to you?
Man, I just, you feel all of the emotions, fortunate, blessed, lucky. You go back to my time in Cleveland with Dan Gilbert, and, you thank him and his family just for an opportunity. You thank all the players, LeBron, Sajunas Ilgauskas, Anderson Varejao, Daniel Gibson, Eric Snow. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Even in L.A., the Buss family giving me an opportunity. The late Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum, Derek Fisher, Matt Barnes. I mean, I can go on and on there, too. Just the opportunity. Cleveland again with Dan Gilbert. Here, obviously, being a partner with Vivek. It's been a short run so far, but it's been a fantastic run. He's just a quality human being, and he's passionate about Sacramento. He's passionate about the Kings, and so to be able to be in this with him and current players, Foxy, Domas, Keegan, Kevin, HB, Malik, on down the line, you feel blessed, lucky, fortunate to be around quality people and people that, obviously play at a high level, perform at a high level, and are good people too. And, you're able to be a part of it. And with me being the head coach, I get the recognition, but it has a lot to do with all the people that are around me, and players, coaches, owners, medical staff, front office. I mean, I can go down the line, and I feel all of those things and above to be able to sit here and quote unquote be a part of 400 wins in this league, because this league is hard. It's very hard.
Along those lines, I mean, ironic that it is Cleveland where you got your start back in 2005. I mean, do you even just remember, could you have even imagined 400 wins for yourself here tonight?
No, I didn't even know. Really. Nick, one of our performance coaches, comes in our coaches area after the game, and he starts to say something, and me, I'm still a little bent up, I guess, about the game. And I'm like, Nick, what? And he goes, Doma. Then he looked at me and he felt me. He goes, nothing. so then all other coaches like, what, Nick, what? He goes, Domas wants you to get the defensive player of the game because you had 400 wins. And I was like, oh. That was the first time I found out. And so I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jordy, don't play that. It's Keegan. Keegan did a heck of a job. So then I walked out. I walked in, gave my little speech, turned it over to Jordy, and he started down. And I thought he was off to a good start. And then after he talked about Keegan and he used the word but, I was like, Jordy, don't do that. He doesn't listen to me. And it happened. But I didn't even know. But it for sure is an honor to be a part of something like that in this league.
Mike, through the 5 games without Fox, you saw some real struggles from some of your guys. But do you think it's possible that guys like Keegan and guys like Kevin Huerter sort of needed something like that, where they're pushed to be something more when Fox is out, and now we're kind of seeing what it can look like when he's back with them?
For sure. I said it. I was excited about going through the adversity. I mean, it's sucked, if I could say that word, going through it, for everybody. And people weren't feeling good. And, we had some people kind of panicking and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if we can't get through what we went through, was 3-game losing streak, and we might go on a 5-game losing streak, I don't know. But if we can't get through that at this point in the season, after starting 2-1, averaging 120 points a game when Fox in the lineup, if we can't get through that, we're not playing for anything this year. So I was confident because those guys are shooters. That's one of the things they do at a high level. But I wanted our guys to understand we can still win games. We can still impact games if our shot's not going in. And we started to do that, which was exciting for me because our guys started to realize that they didn't need it. I mean, it's great to make shots, but they didn't need to make shots. And if we play defense like we're capable of, if we do the little things like we're supposed to do, focus on the details, that was one of the things that we talked about to take that next step, we're going to give ourselves a chance.
Mike, there's a pretty famous clip of Steve Kerr reacting to a Steph Curry 3 and just smiling and kind of having fun and enjoying the moment. I bring that up because we saw the reaction that you had to the charge call that was overturned by Malik. But I guess with this team, you know how capable they are on offense and the focus on improving the defense. But are you able to step away from the coaching responsibilities for a bit and just enjoy when your team plays the way that they do tonight?
For sure. I told him, I said I enjoyed watching them. But I didn't see the replay, so I'm still excited, because I've challenged Malik and Kevin to stand in there and take a hit, and Malik took the hit, and I was excited for him. I was excited for me, for his team. That was big. I was genuinely excited for that, and I wish the call would have stayed, but at the end of the day, I don't give a rat's behind. He took the hit like he's supposed to, and to me, that shows growth.
Mike, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
To see De'Aaron come back tonight and you guys score 130 for the 3rd time, I think, in 4 games that he's been out there. Does that, kind of going back to my question to you pregame about, maybe eventual MVP type discussions, is that another example of just how he kind of supercharges this team and that offense?
No doubt. I mean, he's that caliber player, and his play and our play are going to start getting him the recognition that he deserves. But I'm telling you, the crazy part about it is he's just scratching the surface of who he can be. And when he gets there, look out, everybody.
You mentioned Keegan's defense. De'Aaron described it as he just feels like he's moving better than he did last year. What do you credit that to?
They play. The 2 of those guys played a lot of one-on-one this offseason, and it's a testament to Fox's leadership. Taking Keegan under his wing and telling him, "Hey, I'm about to work out, young fella. Come work out. Let's play one-on-one because you're going to have to get used to guarding guys quick like me and guard guys in pick and roll situations and stuff like that. And so I think that's helped a lot. Keegan's been in the weight room working on his body, so he's able to move his feet, especially against quicker guys. And as he step slide and take that hit in the chest and not fold, keep his balance and continue to guard the ball. And he has a better feel of how to navigate screens, especially off the ball. And, all of it's starting to come together for him because we expect him to be, if not the most versatile defender on our team, at least one of them. And we shouldn't have a problem at all putting him on a guy like Steph, a guy like Donovan Mitchell, or even a bigger guy like LeBron or Kawhi.
Coach, Sasha, I don't know if you spoke about him yet, but he's taking those baby steps, but he's getting bigger, and you're seeing that, in some of his gestures. Could you just talk about, his growth so far and how far he can go?
Sasha has a great feel for the game of basketball on both ends, and he hit a couple of big shots tonight. He should have hit his third or his fourth one. He kind of went in and bounced out, and to have a guy like that on the floor, it gives everybody else a lot of room, and it makes teams have to think twice about rotating to somebody else. So guys are going to get wide open shots when they're on the floor just because of his presence. On top of that, he does a lot of little things. I mean, I thought he hit a three in the opposite corner of Cleveland's bench. It's just because he ran his butt hard to that corner and beat the defense down, and it put them in a predicament. And they had one defender over there, and that defender had to choose the ball, had to stop the ball. And it's very, very small. It doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but when you run that hard and you run to the spot, like we preach, because we really believe in getting to the corners, good things happen for everybody, including yourself. And he did it, got a wide open three and knocked it down. And his ability to rebound in traffic, because he's a big physical guy, is really good. And so the more he plays, it seemed like the better he's gotten for us, even defensively. He understands angles. He's a big, strong guy, so he's able to take the hit and not necessarily fold, and he works really hard at it. So, I think the sky's the limit for him too. And he's starting to get his groove a little bit with the more minutes that he gets.
Coach, congrats on 400. I know it's still early and there's still rotations and lineups that you're working with, but tonight you went with Keon over Davion. Can you just explain that decision?
Yeah, Keon's played well since we threw him in the game in Houston. And, everybody looks at that game and they may say, he went in, it was a blowout game. But, for young players, whether you get 30 seconds, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes in a blowout win or a blowout loss, it should be a lesson learned to everybody that watches us, all the little kids in 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th grade. It doesn't matter if you get quote-unquote mop-up minutes. Some people call them scrub minutes, whatever you want to call it. You call it however you want to do it. But if you go out there and you play your tail off, you're going to have a chance to earn some real minutes. And that's what Keon did. And then when he got his opportunity, he played the right way and he helped us win games. And so he deserved another opportunity when Fox got back. And so I gave it to him. And, Davion's going to have to do the same thing. He's going to have to keep being who he is. And when he gets an opportunity, whether it's for 30 seconds or, like I said, 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 10 minutes, he's got to go play the right way and impact the game, by not doing too much, but being who he is and playing towards his superpower to help us win. And if he does, maybe he'll get another opportunity, and the next thing you know, he's back. So it was just a matter of me feeling that Keon's played well enough to earn those minutes. Thank you, guys.